the history of how Iran turned towards evil. Hi neighbors, my name is Peter Boykin and I am running to be your next Lieutenant Governor. Please check out my website at peterboykin.com. Thank you for going right with Peter Boykin. Hi folks, my name is Peter Boykin and I'm running to be your Lieutenant Governor of North Carolina. You can check out my website at peterboykin.com. Today, let's delve into the background of Iran, exploring its narrative and the historical journey throughout the 20th century. The tapestry of Iran's history in the 20th century weaves a complex narrative marked by seismic shifts and geopolitical intricacies. As the 19th century dawned, Iran grappled with the pressures of imperial powers, navigating external forces that tested the resilience of its sovereignty. The discovery of oil in the early 20th century brought newfound wealth, but also sowed the seeds of geopolitical strife, casting shadows over the nation's destiny. In the mid-20th century, amid the quest for modernization under Mohammad Reza Shah Pahlavi, discontent brewed beneath the surface. The Shah's sweeping reforms aimed to propel Iran into a new era, but societal and political tensions simmered, laying the groundwork for a profound transformation. The late 1970s witnessed a tempest of change as the Islamic Revolution took center stage. Born from simmering discontent with the Shah's autocratic rule, the movement, led by Ayatollah Khomeini, resonated with a collective yearning for political change and a return to Islamic values. The rallying cry of "Death to the Shah" echoed through the streets, culminating in the Shah's flight from Iran in January of 1979. On April 1st, 1979, a national referendum established the Islamic Republic of Iran, heralding a radical departure from its past. Under Khomeini's guidance, the theocratic regime sought to imbue Islamic principles into every facet of society. Clerics assumed key positions of power, ushering in a new legal and judicial framework aligned with Islamic law. The changes were sweeping. Family law, education, and cultural practices underwent radical transformations, with conservative dress codes impacting women's rights. Internationally, Iran distanced itself from Western alliances, pursuing an independent path that strained relations, exemplified by the 1979 hostage crisis involving 52 American diplomats. Iran's involvement with Hamas, the Palestinian militant group, traces back to the aftermath of the Islamic Revolution and has evolved into a complex relationship shaped by shared ideological, geopolitical, and strategic interests. As Iran underwent this transformative journey, it also extended its influence beyond its borders. The alliance with Hamas, a Palestinian militant group, traced back to the aftermath of the Islamic Revolution. Despite sectarian differences, Iran's support for Hamas became a cornerstone of its foreign policy. Aligning with the shared anti-Israel sentiments, financial support, military aid, and training were provided to Hamas, serving Iran's broader geopolitical interests by countering perceived adversaries and establishing influence in the Palestinian territories. The complex web of alliances, rivalries, and ideological motivations underscores the intricate nature of Iran's involvement with Hamas. It reflects a broader strategy of supporting various militant groups across the Middle East, contributing to regional tensions and the broader Shah-Sunni divide. This history unfolds against the backdrop of global terrorism, emphasizing the dangers posed by state-sponsored militant groups. The Islamic Republic's role in the supporting organizations like Hamas underscores the challenges of negotiating with entities that pursue violent means to achieve their objectives. As geopolitical dynamics continue to evolve, Iran's history and its involvement in global affairs serve as a compelling narrative, highlighting the intricate interplay of ideology, power, and the enduring complexities of the Middle East. Now let's shift our focus to what might transpire if similar circumstances unfolded in the United States of America. I want to emphasize that as a candidate for Lieutenant Governor, I am committed to leveraging all available resources to collaborate with others, ensuring that North Carolina and America do not fall victim to a narrative like the one I'm going to describe. In the tapestry of American history, the United States has stood as a bastion of republic ideals. A rich fabric of culture and intellectual pursuits marked an era where voices resonated freely, and the people held the power to shape their own destiny. However, as time turned its pages, a concerning shift emerged. It commenced with the gradual erosion of individual liberties. The government, citing safety concerns, opted to curtail its citizens' right to bear arms. Initially framed as a reasonable compromise for enhanced security, this seemingly innocuous measure set in motion a chain of events that threatened the very foundations of the Republic. As the populace found themselves disarmed, their ability to voice dissent against government decisions diminished. Free speech, once a cherished right, began to wither away. Those questioning authorities found themselves stifled by the heavy hand of censorship. With the dismantling of these fundamental rights, a radical religious ideology seized the opportunity to rise to power. The once republic-governed nation succumbed to the oppressive rule of a theocratic regime, echoing the darkest days in Iran's history. Theocracy, as a vessel of power, ushered in a chilling wave of authoritarianism. Under this new regime, state support for extremist groups became policy. The government not only turned a blind eye to terror, but actively promoted and funded groups that wreaked havoc on their own citizens and beyond. The once peaceful nation of the United States of America found itself entangled in a web of global turmoil, exporting terror in the name of a distorted ideology. Now, the lessons from this cautionary tale resonate through time, underscoring the urgent need for the preservation of individual freedoms. The right to bear arms, far from a mere privilege, stands as a safeguard against the encroachment of authoritarian forces. It symbolizes the people's ability to resist oppression and serves as a reminder that a nation's strength lies in the hands of its citizens. Confronted with potential threats to free speech in the Republic, it becomes imperative for individuals to responsibly exercise their right to bear arms. The tale of the United States serves as a stark reminder that the erosion of these rights can pave the way for the rise of oppressive regimes, spreading chaos and suffering within and beyond borders. As guardians of liberty, it is our duty to protect the pillars of the Republic and ensure that the echoes of freedom resonate
for generations to come.
All votes matter. More than ever before in the election of 2024, all votes do matter. Please check out peterboykin.com for more information.